1945. The largest assault force the Marine Corps had ever assembled lay poised off Iwo Jima.
As far as I can see, there were ships steaming ahead. And my gosh, I thought, with this many, we can overrun this island in one day and go home.
But one day would turn to more than 30 before the Marines would control this place. A fly speck of rock, just 8 square miles, Iwo Jima held airfields vital to the final approach and invasion of Japan. That made it a rock worth dying for.
Alagil kosin yes kaji shash kapan are nazbant nas nazbant slat dasaj.
And it was raining, it was slick that day, and we were wet and cold.
Code talkers hit the beach with the opening waves of the attack. At first, the Japanese held their fire. Then they sprang the trap.
You get that withering fire to look to you that it is impossible to survive in, impossible to come out alive, to even lift your head. It's awfully scary. On Iwo it was like that.
Getting beyond the beachhead became a nightmare for radio man and rifleman alike.
And I look over here and say, how can people survive with all that shelling and bombing?
The communication was flowing around in Navajo. Emergency situations arise like a unit is pinned down. They need heavy fire into the target area so that the unit can get out of there.
Calling in reinforcements and supporting fire, reporting casualties and enemy movements, the signalmen were the lifeline of the attack. Their bulky radios made the Navajo a clear target for snipers. But for their officers, there was an even greater threat: capture and the breaking of the code.
Yeah, I remember that he says, I want you guys to protect this goddamn Indian because we need him. He's got secrets that cannot be understood by the Japs. He didn't call them Japs, he called them gooks.
Iwo Jima was not just an island. It was a fortress Japan had carved out of volcanic rock. Every outcrop bore heavy guns. Caves and blockhouses led to miles of tunnels. And in the tunnels, an invisible army, 22,000 strong.
In some of these pillboxes there are tunnels running from one pillbox to the next one. So when they start bombing, they go in there underground there. When they lift up the bombardment, they come back up and get out there and man their machine guns there.
I never saw an enemy, a live enemy. Everything was quiet, everything was spooky. Weird, you might say.
In their underground strongholds, outmanned, outgunned, the Japanese refused to surrender. Their orders were to fight to the death, taking as many Marines with them as they could.
We just have to find ways to get to the pillboxes. Throw a grenade in there, or if you can, get a flamethrower up there and shoot flames into their cave. You can hear them yelling in there when you get them.
As the Marines pushed deeper into the island, they left a trail of corpses. In traditional Navajo belief, evil will come to those who walk among the dead. And Iwo Jima had become Chi'idita, a land of the dead.